For camping, not everyone wants to drag around a giant RV. Sometimes all you really need is something you can hook up to your car and take off without stressing about weight or parking. That's where mini camper trailers shine. They're simple and practical, and the best part is you don't need a heavy-duty truck to tow one. Most regular cars can handle it just fine. So, in this video, we're checking out 30 of these mini camper trailers that are built to go anywhere. So, let's jump in. If you love adventure but don't want to haul around a massive trailer, then have a look at the Atlas Outdoors AppalachianX. At just a little over 2,600 pounds, it's light enough for smaller tow vehicles. Think Jeep Wrangler, Ford Bronco, or even a Subaru Outback, as long as you've got that 3,500-pound towing capacity. The big thing here is size. Unlike its larger sibling, the TetonX, this one is built narrower. That might sound like a small detail, but if you've ever driven the tighter tree-lined trails on the East Coast, you know how important that slimmer footprint can be. Step inside and you'll find 6 feet 4 inches of ceiling height, which keeps it from feeling too claustrophobic, plus a roomy queen bed to stretch out on after a long day outside. The slide-out kitchen is another highlight, fully equipped and backed by a 30-gallon water tank. So, cooking a decent meal in the woods doesn't feel like a chore. Users also rave about the proprietary suspension system, which smooths out those rough back roads, and the composite wall build that holds up well in bad weather. Now, that narrower design can feel a little tight if you're tall or plan to spend a lot of time indoors. But if durability, trail-ready design, and comfort matter more than sticker shock, the Appalachian is a smart investment for serious adventurers. Sometimes the problem with smaller trailers is that you end up needing to add a bunch of extras before you can actually use them. That's where the Boreas XT really stands out. It comes ready to roll right from the start. This American-made 16-foot trailer weighs about 2,200 pounds dry, so it's light enough for a lot of vehicles, but still feels tough and capable. What makes it different is that it's built as a complete backcountry base camp. You get lithium batteries, a Victron power system, and even a serious 20,000 BTU Cook Partner stove included as standard, so there's no need to buy all that later. Now, the build quality. Its composite shell and steel frame take on rough trails without flexing or rattling apart. Add in the Cruisemaster suspension and beefy BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, and you're looking at nearly 19 inches of ground clearance. And that means it'll follow wherever your truck or SUV can go. Inside and outside, everything feels thought through. The 30-gallon water tank, 100-watt solar panel, and Truma freezer keep you set up for days. Well, some wish it carried more water for long trips, but with a lifetime warranty on key parts and service that people rave about, the XT is the kind of trailer you can count on for years of exploring. Not every camper is chasing rocky trails and mud holes. Some just want comfort and an easy tow. That's exactly where the nuCamp Barefoot comes in. At just over 2,100 pounds, this little fiberglass trailer has a retro vibe that looks like it rolled out of the 1960s. It's small, curved, and aerodynamic, so it's easy to pull behind most mid-size vehicles and won't burn extra fuel getting there. Inside, it feels more like a cozy studio than a rugged camper. The U-shaped dinette is roomy enough for meals or lounging, and the finishes are surprisingly high quality for something this compact. There's even a 3-bottle wine rack built in, which tells you right away this is more about glamping than grinding through dirt roads. Comfort features include an Alto heating and hot water system, air conditioning, and a wet bath with a cassette toilet. The fridge and 26-gallon water tank give you enough for a solid weekend away without needing hookups. Now, the bed, at 69 by 71 inches, isn't great for taller campers. But for anyone who wants a camper that's easy to tow, well-built, and loaded with comfort, the Barefoot makes camping feel a lot more stylish and a lot less stressful. Now, if you prefer the biggest, toughest trailer, you can check out the TetonX. This is Atlas Outdoors' flagship model, and it has a reputation for being one of the most durable on the market. Depending on how you set it up, it weighs between 30 and 3,600 pounds, so you'll need a solid tow vehicle. But that weight comes with serious strength. Its 2x5 steel chassis is so strong that some owners have been in accidents where the trailer stayed almost intact while the tow vehicle didn't make it. The design is smart too. By building over the fenders, they maximize the interior space while still keeping the trailer just 20 feet long. Inside, you can sleep up to 7 people with different bunk layouts, making it a great family option. The air suspension system smooths out the ride and even lets you level the trailer at camp with the push of a button. Cooking is also a highlight. You can add front and rear slide-out kitchens that form a U-shaped outdoor setup, complete with stove and fridge or freezer. The downside is the heavier weight, which limits what you can tow it with. Load it up with every option, and it gets even heavier. But if you're after serious strength and maximum features, the TetonX delivers durability and flexibility few trailers can match. Space is always the biggest challenge with campers. The Tribe Expedition 500 solves that with a clever, hard-sided pop-up design. On the road, it stays low at just 83 inches tall, making it easy to tow and store. At camp, the body lifts up to 114 inches of headroom at the push of a button, so you've got full standing space inside. At around 3,660 pounds, it's not ultralight, but it's designed for comfort. The suspension is good too. Air ride with independent A-arms, so it tows smoothly on highways but can still handle trails. Inside, it feels like a small RV. There's a wet bath with a shower, a proper dinette, and enough space to move around. One big bonus is the dual kitchen setup. You've got a compact indoor cooking area with a burner and a full outdoor slide-out kitchen for bigger meals. Add in 400 watts of solar, a 42-gallon water tank, and built-in air conditioning, and you've got a trailer that can keep a family of 4 comfortable off-grid. Well, you'll need a capable tow vehicle, and the lifting system adds more parts that need care. But for people who want real interior space, comfort, and solid off-road ability, the Expedition 500 brings something unique to the table. Storing a trailer is often the biggest headache. The Safari Condo Alto R1723 tackles that problem with a retractable roof design. Closed, it's under 7 feet tall, low enough for garages and fuel-efficient towing. Open it at camp, and you've got 6 feet 10 inches of standing room. At just 2,000 pounds dry, it's easy for many vehicles to tow, yet it still packs in serious amenities. Built from aircraft-grade aluminum, the Alto feels solid and modern. The curved front window is a signature feature, flooding the inside with light and giving great views. The interior is flexible too. The dinette can seat 2 up front or 5 in the back, and you can sleep up to 4 with optional bunks. A wet bath with a toilet, a 2-burner stove, and a 2-way fridge make it feel complete, not stripped down. The design is aerodynamic, so you save fuel, and the electric roof lift is quiet and simple to use. Still, owners note a few things. The roof system needs seal maintenance, and you have to raise it for full standing height, which isn't always convenient on short stops. It's also priced on the higher side. But for people who want an ultralight, efficient trailer with real comfort inside, the Alto makes a strong case. Power is usually the limiting factor when camping off-grid. Airstream addresses that with the Basecamp XE, its first electric-first travel trailer. At 20 feet long and about 3,750 pounds dry, it's built for energy independence. The 10.3 kilowatt-hour lithium battery system pairs with 600 watts of solar panels, feeding a 3,000-watt inverter that can run the induction cooktop, optional air conditioning, and even a microwave without shore power. Many report camping for days without needing a generator. The Basecamp XE is tougher than it looks too, with an extra lift and protective features like window guards for light off-road use. Inside, the layout is versatile, sleeping up to 4, and the big rear hatch makes it easy to load gear like bikes or kayaks. You can even add a composting toilet and recirculating water system to stretch time off-grid further. Well, less tech-savvy campers may find it a bit much, and careful energy use is important on long trips. Still, for those who want modern convenience and sustainable power wrapped in Airstream quality, The Basecamp XE is a great option. Now let's look at the off-grid trailer's Pando 2.0, a compact teardrop-style trailer built like a tank. This trailer is built entirely from metal, no wood anywhere, and uses a laser-cut steel frame. At about 2,200 pounds, it's compact but feels like a vault. The highlight here is the rear galley kitchen, made fully from metal. It's simple but designed to last. Inside, you don't get much headroom, only about 46 inches, but there's smart storage throughout. The power setup is strong, with a 180 amp-hour battery and inverter. In the kitchen, you've got a dual-burner Dometic cooktop, hot-cold water, and a sink that makes cooking outdoors practical. For towing, it comes with a 360-degree articulating hitch, and if you spring for the Evolution Series suspension, you'll get 8 inches of wheel travel and 24 inches of clearance. That means it'll follow your rig almost anywhere. Okay, taller people may feel cramped inside, and the rear galley design can reduce departure angle on steep trails. But long-term owners say it holds up year after year with very little upkeep. For people who want a trailer built to last a lifetime of hard use, the Pando 2 delivers. Lightweight trailers usually come with compromises, but the Migrator from Romania is not like that. Weighing just 990 to 1,320 pounds depending on the version, almost any vehicle can tow it. The design is angular, with a fiberglass monocoque body that feels solid and modern. Its standout feature is the gull-wing door system, which adds easy access and a unique look. The basic model keeps it simple, while the ultimate version adds a full kitchen cabinet, a 40-liter water tank, and an outdoor shower. Inside, the sleeping space measures about 1.4 by 2 meters, roomy enough for 2 adults. The compact size makes it maneuverable and easy to store, while the ALKO chassis and optional off-road suspension give it real trail capability. For 4-season use, you can add heating, which expands where and when you can camp. We actually appreciate how customizable it is. You only pay for what you want, instead of being forced into features you don't need. So, for someone looking for something light, different, and flexible, the Migrator stands out from the crowd. Cost is usually the biggest barrier when buying a camper, but the Rove Lite keeps things affordable. It only needs about a 2,000-pound towing capacity, so mid-size sedans and small SUVs can pull it. The body uses Hydro-Lite material, which is light but still strong, and it's shaped like a teardrop for better aerodynamics. Inside, you'll find features you'd expect on higher-end campers: solid surface counters, wood-look cabinets, a standing shower, and even a tankless hot water system. The 200-watt solar panel and 12-volt freezer give you basic off-grid support for weekend trips. The seamless fiberglass roof and moisture-blocking walls help with insulation and weather protection. For those who want to venture a bit farther, there's an optional off-road package that adds bigger tires and stronger suspension. But the smaller 10-gallon fresh water tank limits how long you can stay out, and the lightweight build doesn't feel as heavy-duty as pricier trailers. Still, the Rove Lite opens up camping for people who don't want to buy a truck just to tow a trailer, making it a great entry point for new adventurers. If your idea of camping means riding dirt bikes by day, cooking outside in the evening, and then stretching out in comfort at night, the Bean Squared is a setup worth looking at. It's built for outdoor enthusiasts who already have their gear sorted and just want a solid base camp. It starts off with a Stage 1 galley that's minimalist but practical. There are high-pressure propane hookups, a side prep table, swappable sinks, and a massive 51-inch drawer for storage. If you want to take it further, you can upgrade to a full pull-out kitchen with a stove and sink built right in. Inside, the raised roof creates an open and airy space with 3 large Arctic tern windows that flood it with natural light. Sleeping arrangements are generous too. An extra-wide queen bed that can expand to fit 4 people, plus a modular couch with 2 big drawers underneath. The indoor galley setup has a hot and cold sink, pantry space, and a VL45 Pro fridge that you can access from both inside and outside. There's also a pop-up table for meals or remote work, and a built-in EcoFlow power system with a 5 kilowatt-hour battery, touchscreen controls, and solar compatibility. You'll find all the charging outlets you'd expect: USB, 12, and 110 volt, along with remote lighting and even a hidden toilet compartment. It's a solid mix of off-grid capability with comforts that feel close to home. Now here's something unusual: a two-story camper that still fits within the footprint of your 4x4. The Drop X4 Hybrid Extreme is designed for people who want serious off-road performance but don't want the hassle of hauling a bulky trailer. On the outside, it's compact and trail-ready. On the inside, it makes clever use of space to feel surprisingly big. When the roof lifts, it opens up two distinct levels. Downstairs, you'll find a flexible living dining space, a well-equipped kitchen, and yes, even a full bathroom. That's not something you'd usually expect in such a compact camper. It's rugged, self-reliant, and built to handle different terrains and weather conditions without breaking a sweat. With enough room for a family or a group of friends, it manages to deliver both comfort and toughness in a neat, travel-sized package. The TC Teardrops Terrain sits somewhere between the familiar rounded teardrop and the squared-off a square drop. It blends the best of both into its own unique style. It's made for campers who enjoy the simplicity of a teardrop but want extra headroom and more living space. Inside, there's room for 4 adults to gather around a dining table that easily transforms into a full bed. The switch from lounge mode to sleeping mode is smooth and clever, with space to tuck pillows and blankets behind the cushions. The kitchen setup includes a slide-out fridge, stove, a silverware drawer, and a small porta-potty. Storage is generous too. There's space under the bed, in built-in cabinets, and running right up to the trailer's front. Outside, you get a rear galley, a handy side table, a shower option, and add-on awnings if you want shade or cover. With a 3,500-pound axle, electric brakes, and a solar-ready roof capable of handling up to 600 watts, it's rugged yet practical. Like all of TC's trailers, it's built tough but doesn't skimp on comfort. The Flyer Chase from InTech is built with adventure in mind. Instead of loading on extra features that make a trailer heavy and hard to tow, this one keeps things light, durable, and highly adaptable. The all-aluminum, fully welded cage frame is strong enough to handle rough trails and off-road conditions, but the trailer itself is still light enough to be pulled by just about any vehicle. That makes it especially appealing if you don't own a big truck but still want to explore deeper into wild places. Inside, you'll find a compact but comfortable space to crash at the end of a long day of exploring. There's enough room to rest without feeling cramped, even if the design keeps things intentionally simple. What makes the Flyer Chase stand out is the gear-ready setup. A roof rack for kayaks, a 2-inch receiver hitch for bikes, and plenty of flexibility to haul outdoor equipment. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, heading into the backcountry, or just looking for a reliable home base that follows wherever you drive, the Flyer Chase is straightforward and practical. It's not trying to be a luxury camper. It's more about giving you a lightweight, sturdy shelter that doesn't hold you back when adventure calls. The OTR Comma CC is designed for 2 people who prefer travel that's simple, cozy, and stylish. Weighing just under 1,500 pounds and measuring only 2.44 meters in length, it's light and compact enough to be towed by smaller vehicles. That also makes it perfect for first-time campers who want something easy to handle without feeling intimidated on the road. The teardrop shape isn't just for looks. It's aerodynamic, efficient, and gives the trailer a sleek profile. The craftsmanship is solid, with a focus on durability, so it feels dependable even over longer journeys. Step inside, and you'll find a thoughtfully arranged space that prioritizes comfort without clutter. The sleeping area is cozy and inviting, designed to be just right for couples or solo travelers who value simplicity. At the back, the kitchen and dining space are neatly separated, so cooking outdoors still feels organized and functional. This trailer doesn't try to overwhelm you with extras. Instead, it blends charm and practicality, making it an ideal choice for road trips, weekend escapes, or quiet retreats away from the city. The Wayfinder RV Go Lite Skybreaker really does live up to its motto: go where you go. This compact camper is designed for people who like to venture off paved roads, thanks to its rugged off-road tires and high ground clearance. At the same time, it stays practical by weighing under 3,500 pounds, so it's light enough to tow with most mid-size pickups or SUVs, and simple to maneuver into tight camping spots. Step inside, and you'll immediately notice the 6.5-foot interior height, which makes the space feel much bigger than you'd expect from such a small trailer. Sleeping arrangements are flexible too, with enough room for up to 4 people, including a smart pop-out bed. A rare highlight for this size class is its fully enclosed dry bath, which means you don't have to compromise on comfort. The kitchen comes stocked with a 2-burner stove and a 12-volt refrigerator, while outside you'll find a power awning and an exterior shower for added convenience. With a 100-watt solar package included, you can stretch your time off-grid without worrying too much about power. Deluxe is an ideal pick if you want a lightweight camper that can handle years of travel. At 15 feet long, it's easy to tow and maneuver, and it's widely recognized for its tough fiberglass shell that holds up extremely well through countless trips. It's versatile too, just as comfortable at established campgrounds as it is tucked away in more private, off-the-grid spots. What makes the Patriot especially appealing are the customization choices. You can go for either propane or a fully electric setup, depending on how you like to camp. If you're planning extended time away from hookups, the optional 200-watt solar upgrade paired with a lithium battery is a strong addition. Inside the Deluxe model, you get a wet bath, a rear seating area that easily converts into either twin beds or a queen, and a small but capable kitchen. Casita recently added bonded windows, giving the space a cleaner look, while an optional aluminum awning brings more shade and shelter when you're outside. The Encore Venu 10 Adventure Trailer is a great fit if you want something compact, strong, and capable of going deep into rough terrain. Built from aluminum and composite materials, it's lightweight at under 2,000 pounds, which means even smaller vehicles can tow it without much trouble. Despite its size, it's loaded with off-road features. With 35-inch mud tires and a solid roof rack, you'll feel confident taking it down trails that many campers simply can't handle. Inside, everything is designed with durability in mind. Wood-free construction, powder-coated aluminum cabinetry, and solid surface countertops. The dinette doubles as a seating area and cleverly conceals an AC with a heat pump. Panoramic windows at the back open up wide views of your campsite, making downtime more enjoyable. On the outside, you get a griddle for cooking, solar prep built in, and options like a max air fan, HD LED TV, and space for up to 4 lithium batteries if you want to stay off-grid longer. The InTech RV Luna is perfect for anyone who loves the look of a teardrop trailer but wants more modern amenities and space. Compact and easy to tow, the Luna makes travel feel effortless, whether you're heading out for a quick weekend or an extended road trip. The standout feature is its huge panoramic front windshield, which floods the interior with light and opens up the space in a way you wouldn't expect from a small trailer. The build is also a strong point. The fully welded aluminum frame keeps it light, rust-free, and long-lasting. The rear kitchen is thoughtfully designed with a modern, home-inspired style, giving you everything you need to cook comfortably while enjoying the outdoors. With its blend of sleek design, practical amenities, and wide-open views, the Luna makes every trip feel more relaxed and connected to nature. The Happier Camper HC1 is for travelers who like the charm of retro style, but also want modern flexibility. This fiberglass trailer is so lightweight that most regular cars can tow it, making it one of the easiest campers to take just about anywhere. The HC1's bright, vintage-inspired look draws attention, but its real advantage is the adaptive modular interior system. Instead of being stuck with a single floor plan, you can rearrange modular cubes to create whatever setup you need: a kitchenette, extra storage, even a shower. This means your trailer adapts with you, whether you're camping for a night or heading out on a longer trip. The large rear hatch is another standout feature, offering wide-open views and making it simple to load in bigger gear like bikes, paddleboards, or kayaks. With its mix of classic design and customizable features, the HC1 makes each trip feel fun and tailored to your adventure style. At first glance, the Scamp 13 has a kind of vintage vibe, and truth be told, it doesn't try to dazzle with modern extras. That's never really been its purpose. This little fiberglass trailer has been around for decades and still has a loyal following among people who appreciate practicality and retro design. Weighing in at around 1,500 pounds, it's light enough that you don't need a heavy-duty truck to haul it. Many small SUVs can tow it without trouble. Because it's compact, it can also slide into those tucked-away campsites where larger rigs struggle to fit. Inside, it's straightforward and functional. You'll find a dinette that converts to a bed, a sofa that doubles as bunk beds, a small 2-burner stove, and a simple icebox. The R15 insulation helps it perform better than expected when the weather turns unpredictable. The space is definitely tight, and the style leans old school, but optional add-ons like air conditioning or solar prep can give it a boost in comfort. So while it's not built for flash or luxury, the Scamp 13 remains a solid choice for anyone who enjoys a minimalist setup with a bit of retro character. The Escapod Topo. Nomad feels less like a camper and more like rugged outdoor equipment. It's designed with toughness in mind, arguably more than the average camper really needs, but that's exactly what makes it appealing for adventurous travelers. The frame is engineered to handle rough terrain while still keeping the overall weight low enough for a small SUV or crossover to manage. It's raised higher off the ground to avoid scraping rocks or roots, which is practical for back roads, though it can make climbing in and out a bit less convenient. The inside isn't about luxury, it's designed to be efficient. You get a comfortable sleeping space, a straightforward kitchen with a sink and stove, and clever storage tucked into smart corners. The feel is more rugged than cozy, but that suits its purpose. If you're the type who'd rather wake up overlooking a cliff than next to a campground bathhouse, the Topo 2 Nomad lines up well with that lifestyle. The nuCamp Tab 320 stands out with its teardrop shape. Stylish but compact. It looks sleek, though it's important to remember that it's still a very small camper, so stretching out inside isn't really an option. That said, the charm of its design tends to make up for the lack of space. Kids especially may be drawn to its quirky shape. Despite its size, it packs in some impressive features. A full wet bath, which is rare in this category, a small but practical kitchen with a fridge, and durable cabinetry. The curved interior design adds to its cozy appeal, though it can feel snug if you're traveling with more than 2 people. At around 2,000 pounds, it's lightweight and easy to tow, even with smaller vehicles. While it's not meant for hardcore trails, it can handle light off-pavement roads reasonably well. For couples or solo campers who want something charming and functional, the Tab 320 delivers a nice balance. The TigerMoth from Taxa. Outdoors has always leaned rugged, and since Taxa was acquired by Storyteller Overland, it's gotten some thoughtful updates in both durability and tech. Built from aluminum, it keeps its weight low while staying strong enough to tackle rough back roads. It's not a roomy trailer by any stretch, but its layout makes good use of what space is available. With features like all-season insulation and solar prep, it's ready to handle both tough weather and off-grid trips. You won't find plush seating or expansive living space here. Instead, you get a smartly designed interior that's practical above all else. For travelers who want to head down bumpy trails but still keep a few comfort features in play, the TigerMoth makes sense. The Helio Zero. 4 Evo takes a different approach. It's ultralight, under 1,500 pounds, thanks to materials like aluminum and carbon fiber. That makes towing a breeze and helps with fuel efficiency, but the interior can feel plain and a little too polished if you prefer a warm, homey vibe. Its streamlined design reduces wind drag while towing, and it's strong enough to handle some rougher roads. Inside, it's pared back to the essentials: a small kitchen and a sleeping space. Nothing more, nothing less. It's designed with solar power and efficiency in mind, so it's well suited to longer off-grid stays. Still, the trade-off is comfort. The interior doesn't give off the cabin feel that some campers look for. It's more utilitarian. If your top priorities are light towing and off-road ability, the Helio 04 Evo is worth a serious look. Just don't expect cozy charm. The Happier Camper Traveler Summit is all about flexibility. Its MOD system lets you rearrange the interior with pieces that can snap in and out, so you can shift the layout depending on your needs. It's a clever concept, though it might feel a little fiddly if you just want to load up and go. At under 3,000 pounds, it's relatively light for its size. Its fiberglass shell holds up well against bumps and wear, while the interior provides the basics: bed, kitchen space, and storage, without leaning into luxury. The retro-modern style gives it a distinct look that appeals to certain campers. It's also built with eco-friendly elements in mind. Energy-efficient appliances and built-in solar panels help keep it sustainable for off-grid use. This trailer makes the most sense for people who like the idea of rearranging their space and want something both stylish and environmentally conscious. The Hiker trailer's mid-range is straightforward by design. It doesn't try to look flashy or overdone. It's made for campers who want durability and simplicity. It's lightweight, built on an aluminum frame, and compact enough to weave through rugged terrain. The interior is bare bones but efficient, with space for two to sleep comfortably and just enough storage to cover the essentials. There's also a small kitchen area tucked into the rear. Because it's so stripped down, there's less that can go wrong when you're far from civilization. No complicated electronics, no luxury extras, just a tough shell and a dry place to sleep. For campers who value function over frills, we can say this one gets the job done. The InTech Flyer Pursue leans in the opposite direction. It's all about comfort. It's heavier than many others in this class, so you'll need at least a mid-size SUV to tow it. But the trade-off is clear. It feels much more like a mini home than a weekend pod. Its standout feature is the quality of the build. Composite sidewalls, an insulated interior, and clean finishes that elevate it above the bare-bones designs. Inside, there's a spacious sleeping area that can fit a king-size bed, a functional kitchen, and even a wet bath, which is rare in small campers. Optional upgrades like solar and climate control make it well-suited for off-grid use. While it's not built to be the toughest trail rig, it's an excellent choice for those who want a comfortable retreat after a day outdoors. You'll need to tow a bit more weight and pay a higher price, but the comfort is worth it. The Helio HE3 Series is one of the lightest trailers out there, about 400 pounds, yet it's surprisingly rugged. Its all-aluminum shell is strong enough to withstand off-road conditions while still being incredibly easy to tow. The upper portion uses a soft shell design, which might seem unconventional but adds durability and flexibility in tough weather. Inside, it keeps things minimal: a bed setup, a small kitchen module, and storage. That's all you get, but it's also solar-ready and insulated for winter conditions. It's not for people who want cushy interiors. Instead, it's best suited to solo travelers or couples who just need the basics in an ultralight go-anywhere package. For explorers who don't want a bulky trailer weighing them down, the HE3 is a smart fit. The Taxa Outdoors Cricket is a bit unconventional, but in a good way. Its design is closer to a compact space module than a traditional camper, with a focus on modular use and small footprint practicality. It's not roomy or plush, but its lightweight build and aerodynamic frame make it easy to tow and fuel efficient. Inside, the design is clever. A fold-out bed, a compact kitchen, and storage tucked into every available space. Since Storyteller Overland took over, the Cricket has gained better insulation, stronger climate control, and more off-grid readiness with solar support. It's not a trailer for people who want luxury. Instead, it's meant for campers who want something nimble, functional, and adaptable. So that was our video on the 30 mini camper trailers that you can go anywhere with. Let us know your favorite pick in the comments section, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.